Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
And welcome to Zunday.
Zunday. I almost got
You weren't
it.
supposed to say hello, everyone. Just me. And then we both say Zunday.
That's what happened.
No, you said hello, everyone.
Did I?
Yeah.
But I wasn't trying to say it along with you. I just forgot that we were doing a thing. Just saying hello.
All right. We're still working on the opening to the show. But
I also accidentally opened up to the Olympics graphic and then quickly had to turn it off.
That's good. It's good. You know, it's more memorable when things happen.
I also need to check one thing on the camera.
And I need to look at this camera today because I love looking down at this monitor.
Oh, no,
Some side head here.
Okay, good. That's good. I was set the way it's supposed to be. I just wanted to double check.
Yes.
What's up, everyone? It's Zunday.
It's Zunday. It's actually June 23rd. June 23rd.
We are officially 32 years old.
Yes, in fact, the way that I know that it's the 23rd, usually I know all the Wednesdays. My life, it revolves around New Comic Day. So I know the days of every Wednesday.
I know all the Wednesdays, too. They're on Wednesday.
Well, like, you know, this Wednesday was the 19th. So when I need to figure out what day Sunday is, I'll go 19, 20, 21, until I get to the day. But this week, I counted up from Funny Book's 32nd birthday, which was Thursday,
yes.
The 20th.
My trick is when I want to know what day of a day of the week is.
Day of the week or the number of the day?
Either one of them?
Yes.
Well, day of the week is, either way, what I do is I just look at the calendar on my phone.
That's a good method. But,
yeah.
I'm trying to stimulate myself cognitively as much as I can in my old age.
And I'm doing the opposite. I'm trying to wind my brain down as much as possible.
Yes, so we have a lot for the show sheet for this episode of Zunday, our third episode of Zunday, right?
That's right. You'll see that it's just the title under the stream just says episode 3 so far.
We don't have a name yet
because I don't have a good Revenge of the Sith pun yet.
How about? Oh, is it summer? I was going to say episode 3 based on Funnyrama 3, Spring Break, Fanboys Gone Wild.
It's not bad. And that's good because that gets us out of the need to do puns of Star Wars titles. But I kind of, I'm a Star Wars guy. I want to make puns of Star Wars.
So on the last episode of Zunday...
It's episode 3, Revenge of the Fanboys Gone Wild.
Yes,
Spring
Revenge.
Break.
We do have to do Revenge of something.
Yeah.
The last episode introduced my kitten. And the kitten took over the show. Everyone seemed to like that a lot.
Took over the show until she ended up behind the bookcase, and then worry took over the show.
Yeah, yes. We in the back of our minds we were worried. Well, I wasn't that worried because I know what's behind this bookcase. There's really no hazards back there. But after the show, we did find the kitten. I'm still calling her the kitten. I basically have narrowed her name.
I'm just going to do this every time you look at the monitor instead of the camera.
Sorry. I'm still learning. So
if you randomly see me doing this, that's what that means.
Yeah, and hopefully I will catch that. The kitten's name, I did kind of decide, and then I waffled a little bit, and now I'm waiting to see how her personality develops over the next week. We're down to 2 names at this point. Luna, which is the running favorite. It is Sailor Moon's cat. I do have a black kitten. I didn't intend to name it after a pop culture character. I wanted to name it a pretty name. Luna's very pretty. And so that's the one name. And everyone seems to really like Luna.
Right. What's the other name?
The other name is Snuka. Snuka.
Like as in Snuka?
Well, I used to call him Snuka.
Of course you did.
Is he Snuka?
Of course he is.
I don't know. Thanos.
Yeah.
Namor, Snuka.
Armageddon.
Now, because she is kind of, at this point, in a kind of a crazy, wild stage where she's leaping a lot.
Right.
And it's just, I want to see if the personality goes towards the Snuka personality or if she's just kind of feeling her oats as a kitten and she'll adapt the Luna personality. It most likely would be Luna, especially since Snuka had some questionable history, I believe. I don't know the details, but he was my favorite wrestler when I was a kid before all the controversy about him.
Just keep Roddy Piper and coconuts away from
Oh my God. My brother and my favorite wrestling thing of all time is when Roddy Piper breaks a coconut over Jimmy Snuka's head. It is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It is.
It is.
It's a classic. It's why Piper's one of my favorite.
I love
wrestlers
Piper.
of all
And you know what? I actually saw Snuka. We're getting away from the show sheet, but you know,
fine.
we did see a wrestling show.
We did see it.
So-
We actually aren't getting away from the show.
Right,
sheet
it's on
because
the show.
What this is called is a phenomenal segue.
Yes, phenomenal segue. I'll tell 2 quick Snuka stories.
And I'll tell one.
I saw Snuka versus Bob Backlund
Snuka.
in a steel cage at Madison Square Garden. I saw that live. I was there.
The one where he jumps off the cage?
Well, let's see. How did that end? Now, everyone knows in the steel cage match, well, not everyone, but wrestling fans know the only thing you got to do is get out of the cage, and you win. You got out of the cage. So Snuka's beating the hell out of Bob Backlund, and he climbs the cage, and everyone's like, just go over the cage and win the match. Just go over the cage and win the match. But, of course, Snuka his whole thing was he's stupid, basically, right? And so
he was like a wild man.
He's a wild man, but he was like portrayed as not very intelligent. So instead of going over and winning the match, he jumps back in. Bob Backlund puts his knees up, and Snuka gets all whatever, and Bob Backlund wins the match.
The question is that the famous? Because there's a famous. What's famous about it is that Mick Foley was in the audience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like one of his like. This is why I became a wrestler. Stories.
And me, I was in the audience too with Mick Foley and my brother. I believe I was with my brother and this kid, Rich Carney.
Now, how come you didn't become a wrestling superstar?
Well,
who's famous for jumping off of things like Mick Foley did.
Well, I mean,
since you were both at the same wrestling show.
I know, and this was a long time ago, but there is a wrestling school right on our corner, as we'll get to later. And I can't believe I've never become a wrestler based on that school being on the corner. Because
that school is related to my Jimmy Snuka story.
Okay, you tell your Jimmy Snuka story, and then I'll tell my Jimmy Snuka. My second Jimmy Snuka.
Yeah, mine's amazing. So one time, that wrestling school is on the back of a building. The front of that building is a convenience store. And one day I went to that convenience store, and I stood behind Jimmy Snuka in line.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was there at the convenience store, probably doing something at the wrestling school, and he was buying milk. I stood behind Superfly Jimmy Snuka, buying milk.
Yes. Back then they would actually have the wrestling there.
Yeah.
And we would sometimes leave here and go over there, or they'd be filming a movie and we'd need extras in the crowd and we'd go over there. But they changed the zoning on that street. Now they have to have the events in another place. And I do want to get to the event.
I think the residents were complaining about everybody parking in front of their houses.
Yep. Stupid residents.
I hate residents.
So my second Snuka story is when I saw Snuka versus Magnificent Morocco in the steel cage at the Brendan Byrne Arena, or whatever
Brendan
it was
Byrne.
called.
As far as I'm concerned, it will always be the Brendan Byrne Arena.
So this one, I think it was for the Intercontinental Championship at that point. Either Snuka or Morocco was the champ. Snuka. And in this one, Snuka beats the hell out of Magnificent Morocco again. And he takes him and he throws him out of the cage, and Morocco wins. I was at both of those, like rooting for Snuka, and both times he lost because he's an idiot. Was Mick Foley at that one? That's what I want to know.
No, he was too busy becoming one of the biggest stars in all of wrestling, probably.
For those of you who don't know, Mick Foley, also Mankind, also Cactus Jack, also
Dude Love.
I saved that last one for you because that was the hard one, Ziggy. I didn't know that
I saved that one for you because it's the one I didn't know.
So I'd like to thank, while we're on the subject of the cat, I'd like to really thank Kevin Kong, our customer Kevin Kong, who might be listening. Is he listening? Can you see?
I mean, I can't see who's here unless they say something in the chat.
Oh, okay. No one has said anything in the chat.
No one wants to
Are we
talk to
on?
us. Oh, we're on.
Okay. So Kevin Kong, one of our weekly customers, great guy. He's been shopping here for a very long time. He gifted me this great litter box cabinet. It's great. It's really nice.
Oh, you hide the litter box in it?
You hide the litter box in it. It's got a door that you can open to pull it out and clean it. It's got a little shelf on it. And I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to fit this in my apartment. But being the space econo master of space, it fits perfectly. I have a picture on my phone.
I as we were singing that,
I
was going in my head. I was going, is it master or miser? I was
like,
I don't want to say.
Well, you're not supposed to sing the first part. I sing Space Econo Master, and then we both go Master of Space, just like the opening. You're stepping all over me.
I like to do the full thing.
Come up with your own songs.
Funny, Steve.
Yeah, exactly. Also, on a relay, so thank you, Kevin and Kevin's wife. That was really nice of you. And by the way, the toys, Luna or Snuka, probably Luna, loves
Snuka.
the Snuka loves the cat toy, the bird one that makes the whistling sounds.
Oh, that's cool.
When you hit it around and stuff. I saved the other toy for later, and I'm saving the Christmas scratching post for Christmas. I'm going to need some Christmas gifts for this kid.
You know,
God willing.
This weekend, I also did a little something extra for my cats.
Yes, that's what I was just about to mention.
Yeah.
Segue into your thing.
Ooh,
I'm looking for water. Here it is. Okay.
smart.
What did you do with your cats?
Oh, so this is something I wanted to do for a while. I have indoor cats, but I've always wanted them to be able to get a little more fresh air. So I decided to get a catio. What is a catio? It's a patio for cats. It's an enclosed area, and I put it all together yesterday. Wait, we got a picture of it.
Oh, you put it
right
together?
here.
Nice.
Yep. There it is
Oh.
outside my front window.
Wow.
And I'm
Jesus.
still waiting for it to. Yeah, it's nice and big.
That's nicer than my apartment.
It's almost about the same size.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to be getting a cat door for the window, so that they could come in and out
Nice.
at their leisure.
Nice.
Right now, I tried to get them out a little bit, just through the open window. They're so not used to going outside. They're like, I don't want to do that yet. I'm gonna have to entice them in with some treats. It's gonna take a little time.
And you
but-
could get in there, right?
Oh yeah, in the front. You could see it in the front. There's a door.
Yeah.
You can see the latches.
I can see you hanging out there reading comic books, waiting for the cats to come in there, right? It looks like a nice little comic book reading area. there.
Yeah, except for all these little shelves and stuff.
Yeah.
They're good for cats. I don't think they can hold my weight.
Oh, there's not a seat in there for a person?
No.
Oh.
No, it's all like, holds
My
like
handyman
30
Jim
pounds.
can do that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But the whole thing will go like.
That's an inside joke.
They couldn't see it anyway.
Yeah.
They're looking at the catio.
Oh, they're looking at the catio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's my cat. I'm very excited. I can't wait for the cats to start using it. Catios are super cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very cool, and that's a nice one too. I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
there's smaller ones. Than
There's
that.
smaller ones and there's bigger ones. I was looking at them and there was some that was like, I was like, God, that would take up the whole yard. I mean, listen, if I could, I'd give my cats the entire yard.
Exactly.
But
you can't.
you
yes.
can't do it.
While we're on the slide, I believe you do have a slide of our wrestling.
Oh yeah. So we went to the local wrestling show. It was in Boonton at the Boonton Elks Lodge, and here we all are. You got the whole Funny Books crew.
Can I tell this story?
Go for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, go ahead. Keep going.
Well, I was just gonna go through who's
go
there.
ahead. Yeah.
We have Kevin over on the left here.
Is it their left too? Is that what they're seeing?
Yeah, that's what.
Okay. I don't know. Because I'm on your left, but I'm on your right on the when.
Yeah, but I mean that's just a picture.
Okay. I don't know how it works.
So on the left there, as you see, that's Kevin the Kid, who we can't do anything at the store without. He's the best.
He's the best.
Then next to him in the back is John, who used to work here, and he still hangs out with us sometimes.
And John told us a great story that we can't tell.
We wouldn't be able to tell it with any justice.
I don't know. Yeah. It's just such a great story. So many funny things happen that night when we
weird.
get together. It always happens.
And then in front of him, of course, is Anna.
And wonderful Anna, who just graduated high school this week,
Yep.
and she's headed to Rutgers in the fall. And we are going to miss Anna huge, big time.
Yep. And then you got me in the middle there,
That goofy Ziggy.
and then Steve
Yeah, goofy
holding
Steve.
his glasses. In his hand.
Uh-huh.
And then the ECPW ring announcer.
Yes.
Now, Steve, why is the ring announcer in the picture with us?
You can take the slide. So, funny story.
There we go. Woo.
So we're in this. We're going to this wrestling thing to help celebrate our birthday as kind of I hate to say team building, right? We just go as
It's not
for
team
fun.
building.
It's not team building, but it's nice to do stuff together, and that kind of coincided with our birthday. So it kind of like every Christmas we go bowling together. Sometimes we'll do that in the summer too.
Yep.
But this wrestling was kind of our.
Sometimes we'll do that in the summer because we were so incapable of scheduling it around Christmas that it just ends up in the summer.
We've always nailed it. We've nailed it. We've done it every Christmas.
We've done it every winter.
Right. It's a winter. Well, we're
Yeah.
too busy during Christmas. We usually do it after.
1 year, it took till like February.
1 year. Give
Yeah.
me a break. So this turned out to be our birthday outing. In fact, we had pizza first, which we usually do at a birthday outing, but we didn't have time to go somewhere. We just brought it here. So while we're there,
Master of Space.
I go.
Sorry, that's still going on in my head.
While we're there, I'm like, hey, we should get a picture of all of us.
Yeah.
So we look around, who's here to take this picture? And right behind us was the announcer of ECPW. So I turn around and I go...
Which I assume, at the time, Steve just thought was like a guy, maybe semi-related to the show because he was up on the stage, but did you realize he was specifically the announcer?
Yeah, I knew it.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured he was. He had a microphone the whole time.
Yeah.
So I'm very intuitive. When I see a guy at the wrestling show at a microphone, I kind of think he's the announcer. Unless he's a wrestler and his gimmick is hitting people with a microphone.
Because I just saw him sitting at that table, just like hanging
Oh,
out.
no, I knew he was the announcer.
Yeah.
So I turn around to this guy and go, hey, will you take a picture of us? And he's like, sure. And so I'm like, okay. Ziggy's like, well, we should get the ring in the background. And all of a sudden the guy takes over. He's like, okay, everyone come over here, and he starts corralling us. I am trying. You're interrupting my flow of my story. So we go over to the side of the ring where he wants us, and he goes, okay, you stand here. He's taking over this whole thing all of a sudden. He's like, you guys stand like this. Okay, now everyone do your wrestling pose, and I'm here with the microphone.
Yeah.
He goes, now who's taking the picture? And I was like, you're taking the picture. I asked you to and he's like, no, get someone else to take the picture. And so I look around, I find another guy. Okay, hey, can you take our picture?
There was a guy there who was the official, professional photographer taking photos of the event.
Yeah.
That, ECPW hired, had his own big camera.
Yeah, he took a ton of pictures, that guy. I was watching.
Yeah.
He took
Well, that's
many
that's what
pictures.
he was there for.
Yeah.
And so the announcer guy's just like, here, he grabs Steve's phone and gives it to the professional photographer.
Yeah.
It'd be like, here, take our photos with this.
Yeah, and so we take several pictures with the announcer.
Yeah.
Including the one you had up. And I still want to get this picture with just us, right?
Did we ever get that?
Yes. Well, first of all, he's like, okay, now everyone out of the picture, now just me and you. It was me and him,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
he's like, okay, do a wrestling thing, and I'll get the announcer. And the guy was great, I mean, he was, first of all, he was a great announcer. He was really good.
Yeah.
So then after that, I go, can we get one with just us? But honestly, I like the one with the announcer better. It's got a story behind it.
Yeah.
It's like almost missing the ferry.
It's also a good picture because it's got everybody's doing a pose.
Yes.
As much as you could get out of Kevin.
Yeah, I had actually my hand like this, but it's behind, so
and you're
holding
your
my
glasses.
glasses. I don't know. I figured wrestlers wouldn't wear glasses, other than Bubba Ray Dudley.
Right. And
Can you think of another one?
Yeah, all the Dudleys.
And all the Dudleys. And any other glasses wearing wrestlers?
Maybe IRS came in with glasses, but maybe.
Yeah, I'm talking about wrestling. Well, did the Dudley boys wrestle with glasses? Because obviously the Miz would wear sunglasses, or the Rock would wear sunglasses out to to talk, to get on the mic.
I think their glasses would come off at some point, but I don't know. What do we got next?
Well,
what's on the old show sheet?
We're gonna have to skip the mini books because way back in the closet I put a new roof on mini books. We'll talk about that next week. Just for Funny Books 32nd birthday, I put a brand new roof on mini books. I'm gonna redo some more of mini books. Mini books was first created, if you remember, for Funnyrama 4: The Voyage Home.
It was at the first mini books.
Yeah, and we sang Happy Birthday to mini books at that one. So let's talk about our shirts.
We're wearing Funny Book shirts because we work at Funny Books.
This shirt,
or own it.
As well, you talk about your shirt. I did these as a kind of a.
Yeah, you talk about the shirt. You made them.
I did this as kind of a change of pace from the traditional Funny Book shirt that I always make. It was like kind of a baseball kind of theme.
Yeah.
I've seen it before. I generally don't lift ideas. I like to do my own stuff. But this shirt, I really thought people would enjoy wearing.
I love these shirts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Since 1992.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I like it. And there's also a salmon colored one of these.
Talking to yourself?
No, I'm talking to you.
And then talking to yourself?
What do you mean? I don't understand. Oh. So my shirt, though, my shirt is one of the only Funny Book shirt that has writing on the back.
Right. That's a really good one.
This is an old one. In fact, is it 100?
It's 100 and it's 201.
201. The old...
there you go.
Yeah, the old area code around here.
I got this.
Move my gold medal out of the way for the Funny Books Olympics
The old
discussion.
area code and the old where is it? The old address for next door and the old area code for the town when we were 201. Do you know what I recently learned?
What's
and
that?
It makes total sense when you think about it.
Yes.
201,
Yes.
our original area code?
Yes.
The first area code.
Right. 201. So 202 is the second area code. Why don't? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it does.
Why not 101? As the
Because you
first?
can't start an area code with 1, because 1 is external dialing. Dial 1 first.
Well, that brings me to my next shirt.
It can't start with 0, because that's operator. And it can't start with 1, because 1 is external, is like out of area dialing. And so it has to start with 2.
So 201 was the first ever area code?
Yeah.
Did you look that up?
No, somebody mentioned it to me. I didn't confirm it.
They
So
mentioned it?
They mentioned it. Nice. They and I mean I don't know how I can confirm this because where do you look that up? But I thought about it, and it makes perfect sense because the area code, the lowest first number allowed is 2. Now unless there's a 200 somewhere,
Right. Yeah.
but I don't know if there is. I think they reserve the hundreds.
Someone Google that wherever you are, and then message us what was the first ever area code.
It's going to be 201. It has
Is
to.
anyone listening?
I don't know.
Or viewing, I should say. So,
But well, it says we've had 4 total views.
Oh, yes.
Concurrent viewers.
Excellent.
1. So we've had I think that's concurrent viewers right now.
A lot of people watch this stuff on demand with their busy
no, the views go
lifestyles.
up. The views go
Yeah,
up on the.
yeah.
It's better on demand.
So the rest of this shirt that I want to show you
first area code
is can you see it? Does it say something?
it says something. It says will work for comics.
Will work for comics. Yeah, remember that shirt?
Yeah.
Very rare shirt. I mean, obviously it's 201.
And it says open 7 days a week.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? Holy moly! We're down to 5 right now, and it's been pretty consistent hours.
I say we go to 2.
I know. I look at some
We
old
should be
hours.
open Wednesday and Sundays.
Yeah, the pandemic kind of changed things. We were open too many hours before the pandemic.
Right, but not. I mean, were we open on Monday or Tuesday?
I think we were only closed 1 day a week. Yeah, and now we're closed 2. Makes perfect sense. So anyway, I have another shirt to show you. It's my new shirt.
Oh, we got a new shirt.
I have a new shirt.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to try to lift this up without my belly showing.
And it's also still red.
I heard it's sexier when guys pull their shirt off like this instead of like this.
I think it's best when you just leave them halfway over your head.
Like Cornolio.
Cornolio.
Plus, you don't stretch out the neck hole when you lift it over. Like
Right.
Yeah. So here's my new shirt.
Ooh.
How about this shirt?
TGIZ.
Thank God it's Ziggy. How else would we know about the first area code without Ziggy?
Or whoever it was that told me.
So
Thank God for that guy.
this is got this last night. My sister-in-law Cindy
Yeah.
made this for me,
Nice.
and she did it. The turnaround time. I didn't plan to have it for today's show. I was amazed that she turned it around so fast. I've always wanted a Thank God It's Ziggy shirt because I'm telling you, there's the number of times I say Thank God It's Ziggy because he is pain in my ass. And well, he's got it. First of all, he's got to put up with me, like today for the show. Right now,
Yeah.
I listen. I was up early. I work very hard. But you know, I work ergonomically. I play it by ear. I fly by the seat of my pants. But I get it done. Oh, sideways segment.
Sideways. Whoa.
Sideways segment. Whoa.
I never want to fix that. I don't know what it is.
If the camera's not moving.
I know. I don't know what causes it. It's the weirdest thing.
It happened. You think it happens at the same exact time every week?
No, it happened much later last
Really?
time. Yeah. Oh, that was awesome.
Sideways segment. So today,
That was awesome.
I mean, you know, I felt I had enough time when I got here. Ziggy
Yeah.
thought I was cutting it a little close.
Well, I feel like when you're doing a live broadcast, the best thing you could do is like 20 minutes before it's time to go on, you should be ready to press go. Everything should be set up.
yeah,
All the graphics should be set up. We should have chairs to sit on.
yes,
And then we can like talk about
yeah.
how we want the show to go.
I will get better.
And then go. Well, Steve Steve sees 20 minutes as having 20 minutes to do whatever else there is left to do. Plenty of time. We got 20 minutes.
Yeah, last second I had to go get the chairs at my
Yeah.
apartment because I forgot that we're using these chairs now. I had to send Ziggy. Oh, you know what this
And
is?
and just to explain, like, I was like, hey, where's the chairs? And Steve said, don't worry about that. We're talking right now. And I go, well, let's have the chairs and then we could talk about whatever we want. We don't want this conversation to lead us to have to go on air and not have chairs because you were too busy talking.
Thank God it's Ziggy.
I mean, that's just the way I think. And then he sent me to get Yoo-Hoo's.
Oh, well, that's perfect because look what the time is.
Yeah.
Is
it Yoo-Hoo o'clock?
It's 11:30. This could be our commercial halfway through.
Halfway through. Nice.
So, time for our commercial.
Brought to you by Playmate, Igloo.
Do they still exist?
I don't know. Igloo does, I think. But what do I know?
I've had this cooler.
Besides what the first area code is.
I've had this cooler. I must have had it forever. I've got so much use out of this. This might be my best purchase ever, this cooler. There you go. Yoo-Hoo chocolate drink. Formerly the sponsor of Funnyrama. Actually, the sponsor of Funnyrama and Funnyrama Ding Dong. And Funnyrama Spring Break. Fanboys Gone Wild. Because that's when they gave us the beach umbrellas and the beach towels.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, that was very Yoo-Hoo.
Yeah. And then nothing.
And then nothing.
And
then they got bought by some larger
Dr.
company.
Pepper.
Was it Dr.
Yeah,
Pepper?
and Dr. Pepper is like the... Did you hear that it's the second most popular
did you hear
soft...
that?
Did you shake it enough?
Oh, I've been shaking it since I bought it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure you always shake your
You always
Yoo-Hoo.
shake it.
I mean, you really can't shake it enough. I hope to get Yoo-Hoo cans at one point for this show. So, Yoo-Hoo...
Oh, yeah, that's the stuff.
Yoo-Hoo chocolate drink. Shake it. The unofficial sponsor of Zunday.
They changed it. Do you know what it used to say? It used to say on the cans and on the bottles, instead of saying shake it, which is grammatically something you can say, it used to just say shake, it's great.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah. Shake, exclamation point, it's great. And then you would try to say shake, it's great, and that just sounds stupid.
I like shake it.
Shake it. Shake it is way better.
And isn't there another slogan that we used to use?
Well, do you remember the commercial? Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo.
There's someone outside trying to get in.
Yoo-hoo. This is a good show.
Let me tell them we're filming a show.
And I'm just going to sit here and go yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo.
Hello. Hi, unfortunately we're filming our live streaming show right now. But we'll be open at noon to 5. The biggest sale of the year is going on.
As I knock everything
Final
over.
day of it.
Really?
You're going to love it. There's so much stuff for the kids.
Yeah, the video game guys told us that.
Yeah. Come back.
While Steve's talking to somebody outside. Oh, he's back.
Yeah. They're going to come back.
Awesome.
They're gonna-
Everybody wants to come to Funny Books.
Well, they're going to come back. By the way, so thank you to my sister-in-law, Cindy,
Yeah.
for making this great shirt. And I have another shirt. Where's my... Oh,
Is it TGI Me?
no.
That'd be funny.
It's another TGIC shirt. Thank
Oh.
God it's my size, though. So I have two
Yeah.
options. So
Ooh. Are you feeling seraphy?
this is my Seraphy shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is she made this one and then she found this comic book font.
Yeah.
And she made both of them for me.
That's good.
Yeah. Thank you, Cindy.
It sounds like I need to screw up more.
So I just was talking to the family outside that was kind of I guess they wanted to come in. It's a little early yet.
Yeah.
But I told them to come back because today
Yes.
today is it is our birthday weekend, and today is yesterday was that. Which means
Today is.
there's
The
only
last
one more
day.
day of Destroy All Sales.
Yeah.
And Destroy All Sales has been pretty wild. We've been busy. The deals, you can't beat them. I don't want to do too much selling.
See, this one I think you spelled right. I saw one.
I did spell this one right.
Yeah. I saw one
Yeah.
where you literally spelled it Armageddon.
I
It was
have.
like
Yeah.
ARMEGGA.
Yeah. I never pay attention to like when it underlines it because it's spelled wrong.
Right.
I just that doesn't register on my radar. I spell things.
I
how
could have
think they should be
sworn.
spelled.
So I see this one, Destroy All. Is it that one? Yeah. Yeah. Hold on.
So this is the Armageddon thing that we got going here.
So it's let's see. You see that? You see how it's spelled? It's literally spelled. It's hard to get it in focus. It's literally spelled Armageddon. Armegggadon.
Yes.
And I thought when I saw this that Steve purposely changed the spelling because we always say Armageddon. And when I brought it up, he goes, "What are you talking about?"
This one obviously was spell checked, but
That one,
I have been spelling.
This is just how he spelt it.
I have been spelling Armageddon that way. Yes, and I've been saying Armageddon.
And he's been saying Armageddon.
And I can't stop.
I listen. I hear the word Armageddon now. It sounds wrong to me.
We're changing it.
Yeah,
It's going to be the new.
it's up to you guys watching
It's
to
going to
bring Armageddon out into the world.
It's going to be the new axe. I axe you a question.
Like asterisk.
Yeah,
I,
an asterisk. Yeah. So this is the final day of Destroy All sales. Like I said, I've been cringing at what we've been selling at half price. I'm like, oh my god, why?
Yeah.
Why did I keep that in there?
right.
We just didn't
the half price back issues. Right?
Yeah, the people have
Which
been
is part of the fallback sale.
I feel almost abused during this sale with people getting such good deals.
Just in case people forget what is in Destroy All sales. You got, as we were just talking about, the fallback sale,
Yes.
which is half price back issues. Any bagged and boarded back issues are half price. You have Funny Fever, where its price is its discount. So if it's a $20 book, it's 20% off. If it's a $25 book, it's 25% off, up to 30% off. You have Merch Madness, which is on all the non-reading material in the store. Your action figures, your pops, your statues. And that's all. What's the deal with Merch Madness, Steve?
It's the same deal as Funny Fever.
It's the same deal as really?
Yeah.
Its prices, its discount?
Yeah, up to 30, and
Woo!
over 30 is still 30% off.
It's Love Bucks. A second chance. The only time not in February you can get Love Bucks
Yes.
is during Destroy All sales. It's your only way of getting 20% off of new comics.
That's
and
right.
anything else in the store.
Yeah.
You give us we'll give you 25 when you give us 20.
Yes, and you could use these Love Bucks. Today's the last chance to buy them. It's cash only for Love Bucks. You can give us as much as $200 for $250 in Love Bucks. You make $50. All you have to do is wait for your Love Bucks to mature. The new comic day after Labor Day, which is September 4th, I believe, or something like that. Maybe
Also,
7th, I don't know.
Also included is Epic Fail, which is a special selection of.
I have a confession to make.
There's no Epic Fail.
There's no Epic Fail. We never got it together.
That was the Epic Fail.
That was it. Yeah. Go figure. I mean, it kind of fits.
Yeah.
I'm
Traditionally, Epic Fail is a clearance box, especially selected items that are highly discounted.
I don't generally make excuses, but I have to put some of the blame on the Epic Fail thing on Luna.
On the cat.
Yeah, I have been. My productivity is shot right now. I am mostly playing with the kitten.
Yeah.
I've gotten things
completely reasonable. Completely reasonable.
It's been great. I love the kitten.
But you know what? There's so many sales in Destroy All sales that even though we've been going on and on, we're still not done.
No.
There is the hard goodbye.
This is a great sale. So you might say, well, why do you have the hard goodbye, which offers 30% off of hardcovers, every hardcover in the store? You're like, well, most hardcovers are $30 anyway.
Right.
So
which under Funny Fever would make them 30% off. Anyway.
If they were 30, yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, a lot of these all ages hardcovers behind us, they're like $15. So with Funny Fever, they're only 15% off, but with the hard goodbye, they're 30% off. So people have been coming into the all ages section and pulling out hardcovers from there. Also, something like Reckless, which is our favorite. They're $25.
Yeah.
So with Funny Fever, they're 25% off, but with Hard Goodbye, they're 30%
and
off.
there's some smaller DC trades that are like $25.
Hardcovers?
Like hardcovers, yeah.
So that's where the Hard Goodbye comes in.
Yeah.
If it's like a $25 hardcover, we step in and give you the Hard Goodbye.
And then finally,
named after The Hard Goodbye.
The Hard Goodbye, the first volume of Sin City.
Yes.
Which used to just be called Sin City, but they eventually gave it the subtitle.
Kind
The
of
Hard
like
Goodbye.
A New Hope.
Kind of like A New Hope, which is just Star Wars.
Yes.
And then
do you
there's
call
the
it The Hard Goodbye, or do you just call it Sin City?
I call it Sin City.
Okay.
I call it Sin City, and I call it Star
You're
Wars.
consistent.
And then the last one, I believe it's called Just the Fass.
Oh, yeah. Just the Fass.
Just the Fass?
Just... Can I do this?
Well, that's not a camera.
Oh. No wonder I can't get anything on film. Just the facts. Right here.
Yeah. And it's actually just the facts.
Yes.
Because they are facsimile editions with a K.
Yes, and I've been saying facsimile because I thought the C was silent.
But as you know, here at Funny Books, nothing is silent.
Yes, so it is the final day of Destroy All
Oh,
Sales.
and then ladders.
Ladders. Now, no one's made a ladder yet because ladders would only be better for you if you bought 5 books that were kind of in the $20 to $15 range.
Yeah.
Because they would average out to a higher discount than Funny Fever would give you individually on those books. But if you're buying like 3 or 4 books that are like 30, 24, Funny Fever is a better deal.
is going to be the better deal.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean ladders isn't available to you.
Ladders is great for manga.
Yeah.
I mean, Ladders is the best deal. Buy 5
It also
mangas.
gives you the opportunity to walk in here and say, what do you sell here, ladders?
Yes. And Ladders is when you buy 2, 10% off one, 20% off another. Then you could continue to climb the ladder, 30% off a third, 40% off the fourth, and half off the fifth at the top of the ladder. Highest discount on lowest price.
Yeah, highest discount on those prices.
Yeah, in fact,
and we figure it out for you, and we make sure we always pair it up to give you the best possible.
Yes, we always give you the best deal. So let's say you bought 6, right?
Yeah.
And 5 of them were $50, and one of them was $25. The way to give you the best deal is to use the top the top ones, right? Because that 25 one will just take out, and that's it. And so we always give you the best deal.
We always give you the best deal.
Yes.
Continuing store news, to actually have something relevant.
Oh, what do you have?
Well, we should mention the update on...
Yes, we should.
So you notice we're wearing these fine metals here. We have that. Or
yes, like last week. Yes. Yeah. But mine is crossed out handwritten. I know you like that.
Yes.
I know you like that. Oh, it's up here. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. So we have we're still really excited about the Funny Books Olympics. In fact, I'm more excited than ever. But we have rescheduled it. We reschedule it for Wednesday night, July 3rd. It was previously Thursday night, July 27th.
As you can see from the
June.
graphic.
June. Did I say
June 27th.
Did I say June?
Well, you corrected yourself, so it's okay.
Okay, yeah, okay. So, yeah, it's July 3rd, which is a new comic day. So
you looked so worried. You're like, did I say
well,
June?
I just keep June and July. Why are 2 months so close named next to each other?
There shouldn't be 2 J
it's
names.
Ridiculous.
Crazy.
I mean, come on. Couldn't think of another name.
That's why March and May are much more considerate than
there's and April's in between them.
Yeah.
To break them up a little bit.
Yeah,
They should put August in between June and July. Is it too late for that?
Might be. We should petition for a change.
Right.
Well, so we're wearing these excellent things.
The medals are in. The medals are in.
I couldn't think of the word medals.
Yeah, it's a medal. They're in. So the reason we moved it is several of our customers who showed interest in competing could not make it on June 27th.
Right.
Also, let's face it, we haven't really done any work, too much like concrete work. I mean, the concepts are done. We have medals, right? But
that's all you need.
Well, yeah. Hey, Destroy All Sales, our birthday, wrestling, the cat. There's a lot going on right now. And the weekly, first of all...
It's going to become the Funny Books Cat Olympics at this point.
The weekly, by the way, the weekly work that has to be done every week. This week is a mammoth new comic day. We might not get to your Amazing Spider-Man collection today, because we do have to talk about new comic day.
Oh, we do have to talk about new
But the Olympics will be July 3rd, and, oh my God, they're going to be a lot of fun. I'm just kidding. We have been working on them. But it's gonna be on New Comic Day. We're gonna close early at 6. It's the day before 4th of July.
Yep.
So why not close early? It's a day when people are used to coming to Funny Books anyway on a Wednesday. We realize we might lose some people to 4th of July travel or something like that. But we do know that a lot of people can make that date. So plan on entering the Funny Books Olympics on Wednesday, July 3rd. And remember, a lot of these competitions will be based on our inventory, what is in the store. So while you're at Funny Books, look around and see how we organize things if you want to get a gold medal.
Or a silver medal.
Or
They're over here. Oh, you have one.
a bronze medal, which is 3rd place.
I'm going to be going for the platinum medal.
That would be above gold, I believe,
Yes.
in most grading.
It's above. That's right. I am above gold.
And maybe you could win more than one. And but let's move on because this isn't until July 3rd, and we have more time to talk about this next week. So looks like we do have a chance to talk about your Amazing Spider-Man collection, do we?
Oh, I mean, if you want to, sure.
What time is it? We have 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we...
Oh, it looks like we had a message. Let's see if I can see it. Hold on. Oh, we got a few. Michael Allison says hello.
Oh, great. Hey, Mike.
And
he's a cool kid.
Palidros says, missed the first 40 minutes, start over.
Well,
luckily for you...
Future show writer.
Future show writer, that's right. Luckily for you, this is all available on demand afterwards. And that's easy peasy.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you'll get to watch those first 40 minutes. Those amazing first 40 minutes.
I'm thinking that we should save your Spider-Man collection because if we want to go over Last Call and
all right,
next Wednesday, and if we have time, we could do the Spider. We have a segment that Ziggy did prepare for, and I hate to cut it out, but we are running a little long. We open in less than 15 minutes.
We open in 18 minutes.
Oh, it is? Oh, that Simpsons clock is wrong. That's what I've been looking at. My Simpsons clock.
Yeah.
Which we had to turn the sound off because it's so loud. This thing, there's no volume control on this thing. If we talking to a customer, we had it behind the counter. All of a sudden, it'd be like, donuts!
And it's got this one, so every time it hits like 12, or like the 12th point, a new hour, it says like a Homer line. But one of them, I forget what it is, but one of them goes on for like 2 minutes. It's
and they don't even have dough. They don't even have the simplest thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's so funny.
You're talking the one with the seagulls?
Whatever it is.
Kevin hates that one.
It goes on. It's like, he says a whole paragraph. I don't remember what it is, but it's like, who picked that?
Yeah, I know. Right? I think that too. Like, who got paid to do that? Because they should be fired. I could have come up with a better Homer clock. So I guess we should get to what's on Last Call.
Yeah.
And then what is coming out this week, because first of all, this week's Mega, but let's get to Last Call.
Is it our Mega?
That's probably why I've been calling it that. You know, we forgot to put our Zunday sign on this.
That's okay. People know what they're watching.
So on Comic Hub, Funny Books Comic Hub, which is our platform, 2 different websites. Our store, which is everything inside of Funny Books, and the pre-ordering platform, which is the customer portal, where you can pre-order things coming out either this week or next week or several weeks away. In fact, what do you want to do first? Last Call?
Let's do Last Call.
Okay, so Last Call is about 4 weeks out, but I actually did some research today. For instance,
which I never do.
Superman 16 is on Last Call.
Yeah.
That comes out on July 17th. So today is, what is it, June 23rd?
Yeah.
So I don't know how many weeks away that is, but Last Call is about...
We got the 4th?
Yes. The 3rd.
Well, all right, the 3rd.
The 3rd.
You got the 3rd.
10th. 17th. 3 weeks out.
Yeah.
Okay, so this Last Call is for comics 3 weeks out. Not so far ahead, so, you know... Those everyone that sticks to next Wednesday, this is
loud.
This is, you know, I mean, it's hard to make your decisions as the further the book is out, maybe, but this is 3 weeks away. But I also noticed that one of these books is the Venom War, which is also on Last Call, doesn't come out till August 7th.
Yeah,
That's
there's been a lot of discussion about this, but Marvel has been widening their FOC period more than some other publishers.
right.
They've been putting more time between when the order is due,
Yeah,
and when the book comes
and
out.
honestly, DC's way is better because it's easier to order a book soon when it's
Sooner.
coming out soon.
The issue that, and this doesn't have matter a lot for just readers, but the reason why a lot of people on the retail side don't like that wider amount is because you have to order the next issue before this issue has come out.
Yeah,
You want to have at least 1 week of sales
yeah,
that you can use to gauge
yeah.
how much.
At
you
least
want.
between issues like 2, 3, and stuff, because
Yeah.
one doesn't tell you anything. 2
Right.
kind of tells you where the book's going to land as far as readers and collectors go. One, a lot of people get 1 and never come back for 2.
A little inside stuff for you there.
Yes. Also on last call, well, let's Blood Hunt 5
Blood Hunt 5
and
with
the
both regular and red band
Red
editions.
Band, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Check this out. NYX #1. Now, did you see that? Is that X-23? Or
yeah,
is that... There's 2 of them, right?
So there's so NYX. It's like a street level mutant book. It features Laura Kinney Wolverine, aka X-23. It features Ms. Marvel now that she's a mutant.
Okay.
Kamala Khan.
Is that what NYX is going to have?
That's who's
Oh,
going to
okay.
be in NYX.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's
and some other mutants that I can't remember off the top of my head.
yeah. So basically, the 2 weeks ago was X-Men #1. Last week was X-Force #1. This week is NYX #1 for people looking to get in on the From the Ashes
Yes.
storyline. for the
I'm
X-Men.
going to be checking out NYX. I'm personally looking forward to the new Uncanny X-Men when that starts.
Yeah, that might be next week.
That
I'm
might
not
be
sure.
yeah, that's going to
But
be next
Ziggy's
week.
always been a big X-23 fan. Well, Tom Taylor wrote that.
Tom Taylor wrote the All New Wolverine, one of the best comics I've ever read.
Yeah, he highly
Right.
recommends All New Wolverine by Tom Taylor, who's the current Nightwing writer. And in fact, I don't
For
kn-
3 more issues.
So also on last call, this is the one everyone's been waiting for.
Speaking of Tom Taylor.
I know. You going down to DC here?
Well, speaking of Tom Taylor, yeah.
He didn't write that though.
No, but I think he is involved in it.
Yeah, but he didn't write it. So Ziggy's talking about the Dark Knights of Steel All Winter #1, which is a DC book on last call this week. I was reading about it. It's kind of like Deathstroke and Game of Thrones, kind of, because DC has this medieval universe.
Yeah. The original Dark Knights of Steel story, which was written by Tom Taylor,
Yeah.
is this whole like medieval sword and sorcery version of all the DC characters.
And I think we have graphic novels of that.
Yeah.
But they're available, that's for sure. And then so they're starting
in
to
2 volumes when it should be 1, but that's another
Right.
story.
They're starting to expand the universe. So
Yeah.
Deathstroke is going to be this like badass, like it's a winter. It's very Game of Thrones, I
Yeah.
thought. So that's kind of cool. And then also DC has Superman 16. I
Is
have
that the one with the covers?
Yeah, that's the one with the covers. So where are those covers? Oh my gosh. Oh, here they are. So this brings me to something. So hopefully I learn how to do graphics too, and I don't have to have pieces of paper and posters and everything and visually props and stuff.
I like the paper.
So this cover here, Ziggy likes it because I show it to the laptop, and Ziggy has to tell me to put it up by the camera. This is what kind of comic do you think that is, Ziggy?
Well, clearly it's an issue of Zatanna. I
Right.
can tell because of the prominent drawing of Zatanna on it and the name Zatanna going across the top where the title of a comic would be.
Zatanna? Now you're using Zatanna.
Zatanna, yeah. Zatanna. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter when you make a mistake?
Correct!
Now here's another cover. Now that one does that one does say Superman 16 on it.
Yeah, small in the corner.
Yeah. So I mean I've been ordering
And it does say Superman.
Yes. So in a case like this, I've been ordering a couple extras.
Yeah.
Right? Not a lot, because I really like a logo on my comic.
Yeah, I love a logo.
And as far as like on the shelves,
this has a logo on this Zatanna comic.
So this is also a Superman. What number is that? 16.
Yeah.
This cover, as nice as it is, I love Zatanna. It's very nicely done. I love the cover. Oh yeah, I forgot. I love the cover. I do love it.
It is.
But this is Action Comics. I mean, this is Superman.
Superman.
It's number
Yeah.
16. And so you will not see this on our shelves because I do not believe in this. I do not believe in putting a comic on the shelf that is not identifiable. And I actually believe it might be against some trade laws.
It might be.
So there.
But either way, the point we're trying to make is it's still a cool cover and you may want it. This is why you need to pre-order books using the Comic Hub website. Because when you find on the website, it'll tell you what the book is. You could look at the cover. You can put in, if you get an order on last call for that cover that seemingly has nothing to do with Superman, you will get it.
You'll get it, right? But you will
We'll order
not
it
get
for
it
you.
here if you walk in on that Wednesday.
Yeah.
Most likely. I mean, it is a nice cover. I might order one for our cool covers box. Okay, now there's also another, this relates to this. There's also a lot of Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe covers on the Marvel books.
Also, I think there's Deadpool and Wolverine
yeah.
covers.
Now, Deadpool and Wolverine or Deadpool isn't necessarily in these comics. Again, I'm kind of against that. Some of these covers are so cool, I've had to order them.
Yeah.
You know, with the Deadpool movie coming out. I'll just, explain to kids who come in, oh, Deadpool's in this. I have to say, actually, Deadpool's not in that. And I have to be the ogre telling them Deadpool's not in the comic. So I don't really like those either, but you guys might like them and might want to order them. So get on last call and order your Deadpool covers if that's what you want. They're pretty cool.
What else? Anything else cool on
Yes,
last call this
yes.
week?
Everyone's been waiting for this one. Secret Wars 8 Facsimile Edition.
Facsimile edition.
The facsimile of Secret Wars 8, which is first black costume Spider-Man.
Right.
Right? I think a lot of people are going to get this even if they haven't been picking up the full run of facsimile Secret
I've
Wars.
been picking up the full run of Secret Wars facsimile editions every month and been reading it, and this is the first time I've ever read Secret Wars.
Oh, really?
I'm reading it monthly as it
Oh,
comes
wow.
out
Yeah.
for the first time.
That's cool. So get your orders in for Secret Wars, and there's a foil cover also. It says, please inquire for the price of the foil cover. I believe it's twice the cost of the standard cover.
Yes.
So also Red Coat 4, number 3 is this week, by
Red
the
Coat,
way.
Mad Ghost, that stuff's been excellent.
Yep. Something is Killing the Children 39 is on last call. 38 is this upcoming week. Thundercats 6, a great one to do on last call because there's so many covers.
So many covers.
And, I don't need too many for the shelf. So
But the Thundercats series, I have to point out, so the pop culture stuff has been
booming.
Banging
Yeah.
lately, including the Thundercats book, which has been very, very good.
There you go. There you go. But
In
again,
spite of all
if
the
you want to
covers.
pick your cover, because I'm a big David Nakayama fan, I'm going to wear
Yeah.
a lot of those. But if you want to pick a different cover, Jay Lee's been doing great covers.
I was trying to choose between the painted Mumra cover
Yeah.
or the Lion-O by Jay Lee, and I had to go Jay Lee.
Oh, yeah, Jay Lee's great. He is very good. And then Powerpuff Girls number 1 is on last call.
Oh, new Powerpuff Girls.
Yes. Oh, also Flash Gordon number 1 is on last call.
Yes. Love it.
Yes.
Written by Jeremy Adams, who you may know as the current writer of Green Lantern and the previous writer of The Flash, which was a run that I loved, his Flash run.
Right. It's a Mad Cave book, right?
Mad Cave.
Yeah. And besides the premium items, like there's a Batman 66 statue on last call, which is super cool. I'm not going to order it for the store. It's, but if anyone wants one,
Yeah.
And if you want a deal on it, come in and talk to me about it. And then Dave Cockrum's X-Men Artist Edition is on last call. Again, probably won't order it for the shelf.
But those artist editions are really cool. They're they're made big, like the size that they work at almost, and it's done with the original artwork, and it's scanned in a way so you could see the original artwork as it would look if you were looking at the piece of paper in real life. So you see all the pencil marks. You can see where something was pasted over something else.
Yeah. And back then there was a lot of that.
A lot of
yeah.
pasted.
So the older it is,
really
the
cool.
more like layers you can see to the creative
So
process.
you get to really see what the original artwork looked like for the entire.
And Dave
storyline.
Cockrum, man, he's rest in peace, man. That guy, he was great. He designed all the best costumes: Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus.
Yeah.
He designed all those costumes.
So good.
He was great. And then also Eternal Warriors number 1.
Eternal Warriors. Yes, it's a new Valiant book, Valiant Universe, published by Alien Books.
Yes.
And it's a super cool. It's a, I believe it features all 3 brothers.
Yes, it does.
Galad.
I have.
Aram, also known as Armstrong, and Ivar, the Time Walker.
Yes, I have actually the original.
We're big Valiant fans here, by the way.
That's Eternal Warrior #1 from the 90s.
Cover by Frank Miller.
And this is Archer and Armstrong #1 from the 90s.
Also covered by Frank Miller.
Yes, and we'll talk about this another show about these Frank Miller covers. We didn't get to the Frank Miller cover discussion. On this show.
We can go on. We can do a whole show on Frank Miller covers.
I know. I want to talk about Frank.
We
Miller
should just
covers.
have Frank Miller cover day.
Yeah. Oh well, you know what? We can show this Frank Miller cover because this brings us to our next segment next Wednesday.
Oh, but also, in addition to Eternal Warriors, Valiant's got 2 books on FOC this week on Last Call. The other one is called The Darks, and it's about Master Dark, the famous Shadow Man villain. And that one's being rented? Did I just say rented?
You certainly did.
I certainly did.
Well,
that one's being written by Fred Van Lente. That's what got me. Fred Van Lente, who's fantastic. He's written a lot of Archer and Armstrong for Valiant, and he wrote my favorite Hercules run for Marvel. Him and Greg Pak together on Incredible Hercules. He's really good. So I'm and Master Dark's one of the coolest villains.
Absolutely, Shadow Man, big time Shadow Man villain.
So
we had him in our window. Last week's
show. If you're interested in trying something new on the Valiant front, either of those books are a good choice.
Eternal Warrior, I loved it when it was coming out. Where's that book, Eternal Warrior? Did I put him away?
You put him, yeah.
Oh my God, this book was like my favorite. Jim Shooter wrote it. It's an immortal, right?
Yeah.
And he's just such a cool character, Eternal Warrior. I loved it. I love all immortal things,
Yeah.
Highlander, obviously.
Highlander's the best.
Old Guard. The Netflix show. It was a movie with Charlize Theron.
I've never seen it.
It's a Greg Rucka.
It's a Greg Rucka book. Yeah.
Oh, it's a great one shot on Netflix. I think.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. But I do like the concept of immortals. The immortal on Invincible.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The immortal. So let's end the show. What time is it?
We have 2 minutes.
Okay, now it's perfect. We could do the top titles of funny books.
Top titles of funny books. All right, are we going to alternate again?
Yes. Now remember,
from bottom to top.
From the bottom to the top, and these are. It's actually the top 11.
Right.
There's a three-way tie.
There's a 3-way tie for 9th.
Right. So, I guess I'll start. Right.
They're the 11 top 9 books.
Yeah, that's just how I do it. I don't know.
No, you got it.
I do things my own way.
No, that's
all right.
That's what
so coming in tied for 9th is X-Men 97 #4. This is the last issue of the X-Men 97 series, and we're also getting new printings of #1 this week. And a couple really cool covers, new printings. One's blank, and that's kind of cool if you want to draw.
I love blank covers.
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't understand them. They're like, someone looked at, what was it? I think it was the
Space Ghost.
It was either it was the My Adventures with Superman.
Yeah,
because it just has like a blue fade on it.
Yes.
And they're like, well, that's a boring cover.
Well,
they just thought it was a sky, empty sky.
Yeah, it's funny because that's almost an all ages comic book.
Yeah.
So I bought mostly blank covers. Yeah, it's right down there.
Here we go.
I bought mostly blank covers because I thought kids might want to draw their own Superman.
Oh my God!
Right?
The funny book sign's falling on my head.
Yeah, I thought maybe this will add to the sale because you can draw your own cover, and it's a kid's book.
So somebody was looking at this and they were like, "So it's just the sky?"
Is the regular cover behind it?
Yes.
Yeah, the regular cover's behind it, so you actually get a bonus. You still get the regular cover, but you could draw your own cover. I mean,
it's great. Once I explained to them, no, it's a blank cover where you can draw on it, or you can bring it to an artist at a convention, and they can do a commission for you on it. And they're like, oh, that's really cool.
Right.
But at first they were like, well, that's kind of a boring cover.
Yeah. But it's great, especially since they started putting the real cover underneath.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Oh, we're open. Let's get through this.
Okay.
Also tied for 9th is Ultimate Black Panther #5. Ultimate Books going very strong.
Yeah, also tied for 9th is the Rook Exodus #3.
Mad Ghost.
Mad Ghost.
It's like we said, Mad Ghost.
Drawn by Jason. How do you say his last name?
I say Fabik.
Fabak, I say.
You say Fabak?
Yeah.
I say Fabik. I have no idea.
I say Fabak.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay. Anyway, that book's been crazy.
We should ask Jim Starlin how to pronounce it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get to that. Yeah. So you go.
No more #9. #8 Superman 15, which is part 6 of the House of Brainiac. And it's also a lead-in to the upcoming Absolute Power storyline.
Yes. So if you want to get into Absolute Power, you don't need the Superman, but it does lead into it, so you might want to pick up the Superman, especially if you're reading House of Brainiac. And number 7, Redcoat, which I'm reading, and I love.
Also Matt Ghost.
Yeah, I love that book.
Jeff Johns, man. He knows how to write.
My favorite scene in the last one was when they're in trouble. He meets a young Albert Einstein, and they're fighting all these guys, and Albert Einstein's like, I think we should retreat. And he turns around, and the Redcoat's already jumping over the wall, like in the distance. He's gone. He's out of there.
Yeah.
So funny. All right, Zig.
This is the Thanos Annual, which begins the new Infinity Watch storyline.
Yes. And you can get it with this Frank Miller cover. Look at that. Look at that. Frank Miller Thanos.
Looking good.
Okay, I'll do it myself.
What's next?
The next is Blood Hunt 4, which is number 5
regular,
this week.
Yep.
And you can also get the red band. If I added the red band and the regular covers together, it would be higher on the top list.
Oh.
Yeah, but
really?
But I keep them separate.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why?
So they can be listed separately, so people know it's a different item. Basically,
yeah,
it's a different item. It's not just a variant cover. There's
tied
more
for
material.
third. Yeah. Tied for third. It's kind of more material. Is Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider number 2? If you're into Spider-Gwen, that's the next series.
And it's tied with Action Comics number 1066, which is also a House of Brainiac.
I say 1066.
Number 1066.
Yeah. I say 1066.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
But that's that's how I. You don't say like 1200 ever?
I do, but not 1066. That doesn't say 1066 to me.
No?
No. Mm-mm.
It does to me, yeah. 1060, 966, 1066, 1166.
I'll have to think about that one.
1100, 1172, 1172. Yeah, I mean.
Like I said, I'll have to think about that one. Number 2. Is it my turn?
It could be.
Zatanna, Bring Down the House, number 1.
Which is not the cover we showed you, because that was a Superman cover.
That's a Superman cover.
Yeah.
But I think Zatanna is in that issue of Superman that we showed.
Zatanna. You just said that you made fun
I said Zatanna.
You said Zatanna.
We'll watch it back.
We will watch it back. Ooh, more, it's Kevin. We have a couple of Kevins.
Oh, good.
Talking. One is Kevin the Kid, who says Redcoat is awesome first, and then he said, "Boo, Frank Miller sucks." Not in this store, he doesn't.
Not in this store. Frank Miller.
And then Kevin, who might be Kevin Kong, maybe.
It's probably Kevin Kong.
I think I ended up ordering that cover. It must have been. I need to pay more attention to that when it comes in.
Yeah.
When the comments are relevant. Probably the
Thanos cover?
The Zatanna cover.
The Thanos cover?
The Thanos or the Zatanna.
And number 1 this week at Funny Books is
Absolute Power Ground Zero. And we're not going to say Ground Zero number 1 because it's a one-shot.
It's a one-shot.
It doesn't need a number 1.
So
Absolute Power Ground Zero. This is the book that starts off the entire Absolute Power storyline. So if you want to read that, don't start with Absolute Power number 1, as one might think you should. Start with Absolute Power Ground Zero Alpha number 1 Alpha.
Yes, and really quickly, if you don't know Absolute Power, basically it's Amanda Waller. She has control of Failsafe, which is a Batman robot that Chip Zdarsky introduced in Batman. It's really Failsafe's. I love Failsafe.
Failsafe with
he's a cool character.
The opening, which I think is available in graphic novel.
Yeah.
The opening story arc of Chip Zdarsky.
He's this like robot of Batman.
Yeah, he's like this Batman robot that Batman built to take himself down in case Batman
was controlled by somebody,
or in case Batman loses control, goes too far. And if I remember, I read this a while ago, but what happened was Batman was accused of killing someone, or he thought he killed someone, and because of that, because Batman was now a murderer,
Failsafe got activated
and went after him.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
What a great idea.
It is. It's really good.
And then also the Brainiac Queen and the Suicide Squad Amanda Waller has, and she has figured out a way to steal superheroes' powers.
Ooh.
Is that what Absolute Power is about, I believe? I think that's what it is. It's Amanda Waller.
It's Amanda Waller deciding that enough with all these superheroes.
Yeah, and you never know who's going to be in the Suicide Squad. That's the good part. It could be anybody. You know, it could just be anybody.
And Deadshot.
And Deadshot.
It's like Deadshot and anybody.
It's got to be Deadshot too. I believe that is. Oh, the DC Marvel deadline. Let's talk about that real quick.
Real quick.
Yeah, we have the forms. The DC versus Marvel omnibuses. The deadline is June 30th.
One book 20% off. 2 books 25% off.
Basically, if you order both, instead of $150, the omnibus only costs you $112.50. That's incredible.
That's a big discount. And don't forget, this is it. If you're interested in these stories, they're making these books. They're not making them in any other format, and they're not reprinting them. It's One Chance Johnny on these.
Yeah, so order them through us. We have the forms ready. You got to leave a minimal deposit.
Yep.
You're going to get a voucher that says you bought it, so you can trust us anyway. But come on in and reserve this if you want it. This is the best deal you're going to get on these books. I believe. I don't think anyone's offering what we're offering on these books. So there's that. Yeah.
All right.
Pretty good. That was Zunday. Thanks again to Cindy. Thanks again to...
Kevin says that you did say Zatanna.
I did? Okay. Thank you to Cindy for making my great shirt. Thank you to Kevin Kong for giving me the great cat house.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to all of our many customers.
Who are you talking to?
Who we call fans of funny books and friends of funny books for keeping the good shit.
The name of this episode is going to be Revenge of
oh
the
my
Look
God,
at the Camera.
he's driving me crazy with this look up stuff. I'm going to be conditioned to look up shortly. But I mean, maybe we hide this from me. Get this away from me.
I tried that once.
We have to get the...
You know what happened when I moved it away last time?
What?
You were looking over here like this.
But don't face it to me. Face it just to you so I can't see it. Yeah, then I'll look at the camera. I love it. I love that. So, thank you to all the fans of funny books who have kept... We call it the Good Ship Funny Books.
Should I do the show like this? Welcome to Zunday.
Can they... Oh, right, that's not a camera. I was going to say, can they see up your nose?
Yeah, that's not... I've been trying to explain that to you this whole time. It's not a camera.
Thank you for keeping the Good Ship Funny Books afloat. Really, we couldn't have done it without all our great customers. We do have... it's great having a local store because our customers are repeat customers, so we get to know everybody. It's not like we're in the middle of a mall and we don't know who everyone is. So that's the best part of owning the business is the community that we all have together here. What do you think of that, Zig?
I think that's amazing.
What?
I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. Oh, you didn't know what I said?
I wasn't listening at all.
Okay.
I was trying to fix the laptop.
Yeah, I figured that out. So thank you, and make sure
seriously, thank you guys,
and make sure you tune into the next episode of Zunday.
What? Oh, Gabingi.
You won't forget Gabingi.
How do I stop this? Every episode ends with how do I stop this?
Maybe I hit